Colorado has 1 young talent, 2 fearless receivers, and 3 an improving QB, and they're 60 minutes away from putting it all together. Kansas State knows it, Buff Nation knows it, and you better believe Coach Prime knows it.
Off of 1 week of practice, you know what I mean? This 1 week of practice. So imagine, what a full offseason look like. It get dangerous.
Weirdos are going to come after y'all.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know who told you that.
Kansas State is worried about little old Colorado, and they should be. Buff Nation, we might be 3-8, but let me tell you something. The fear is real, and it ain't coming from us. It's coming from Kansas State. Because this week, Wildcats head coach Chris Klieman walked into his press conference, looked at the camera, and basically said,
I think they're really explosive on offense, and I know they've played a few quarterbacks, and the freshman, I think, is a really talented kid, and you can tell his comfort level as he's gotten more starts. I think it's collectively as good a group of wide receivers as we're going to play, and I think there's a number of guys that can beat you with explosive plays at wide receiver and a quarterback that can sling it around and feels comfortable there. So offensively, defensively, we're going to have our hands full to try to make sure we don't give up explosive plays, because that's what's hurt us and that's what has kickstarted them.
Colorado has the weapons to ruin our night. He didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't dance around it. He didn't try to play humble. No, he told the truth. They're really explosive on offense. The freshman Julian Lewis is a really talented kid, and you can tell his comfort level as he's gotten more starts. I think it's collectively as good a group of wide receivers as we're going to play. You hear that? Kansas State sees what a lot of people outside of Buff Nation refuse to admit. Colorado's young core is dangerous, and Julian JuJu Lewis is starting to figure this college football thing out. And when a 5-star kid starts figuring it out, when a future NFL quarterback starts seeing the field clearly, when the offense starts clicking with him at the center, defenses start praying. Let's keep it a buck. They're not scared of Colorado's record. They're scared of Colorado's future, walking onto that field in braids and a number 10 jersey. Julian Lewis didn't come to Boulder to develop slowly. He came here to be the next superstar, and over the last few weeks, he's been growing right in front of our eyes. The footwork, cleaner every week. The confidence, rising like altitude in Boulder. The throws, NFL level when he's protected long enough to breathe. And Kansas State's head coach sees it. He said verbatim, you can tell his comfort level as he's gotten more starts. In other words, this ain't the same JuJu y'all saw back in August in camp. This is the beginning of something scary. Don't let the record fool you. Colorado is a problem. Kansas State is preparing for the version of Colorado that holds the record. But the film version tells a very different story. The offense is 2 things. Explosive. 1 spark away from dropping 40 on anybody. We saw it when JuJu hit Joseph Williams for that 9-yard touchdown. We saw it when he nearly threw for 300 yards against West Virginia. We saw it when he stood in the pocket, took hits, and still delivered strikes. That is why Klieman spent half his media availability talking about Colorado's weapons. He's not wrong. Colorado has 1 young talent, 2 fearless receivers, and 3 an improving QB, and they're 60 minutes away from putting it all together. Kansas State knows it, Buff Nation knows it, and you better believe Coach Prime knows it. That ain't a throwaway line. That's a warning to his DBs. Colorado's receiving core, even with injuries, is still a matchup nightmare. Speed, separation, big play ability, hands, YC, swagger. You give JuJu Lewis 3 seconds in the pocket, somebody is getting cooked. Kansas State doesn't think they're walking into a senior night cupcake game. They think they're walking into a shootout where the quarterback on the other side might turn into a star right in front of their eyes. And honestly, they're right, because this final game isn't about bowl eligibility. It's not about rankings. It's not even about revenge. It's about identity. It's about 2026. It's about Julian Lewis planting his flag in the Big 12 and saying, Boulder is mine now. Buff Nation, this is the beginning, not the end. I'm telling you right now, if Colorado upsets Kansas State on Saturday, the national narrative changes instantly. Why? Because nobody cares about this season. They care about who Colorado is becoming, and Kansas State sees it before the rest of the country does. They see the quarterback. They see the receivers. They see the explosiveness. They see the development. They see the danger. They see the beginning of the prime era 2.0. Kansas State's coach kept it real. Colorado is explosive. Colorado has playmakers everywhere. And Colorado is led by a freshman who's getting better every single week. So, Buff Nation, keep your head high. Find your seat strap in, because this finale, this isn't a funeral for a 3-8 record. This is the birth of something dangerous. And Kansas State already said it out loud. Colorado can ruin their night. And Julian Lewis is the one holding the match.